welcome to Finextra. I'm Josie Waite and I'm here at EBAday 2018 in Munich, and joining me now is Kevin Brown, an independent member of the RTGS CHAPS Board at the Bank of England, and we're talking about the UK payments landscape. Kevin, thank you very much for speaking with me today.
Yes, thank you.
What is happening in the UK at the moment to drive change and innovation in payments?
Well, the regulators and the industry have been focusing on the future needs for the UK across sort of four key categories. So primarily looking at resilience, looking at access, looking at competition and innovation. So what you're seeing at the moment is the kick-off of a number of different programs, both from the Bank of England and from the MPSO, the retail platforms. So with the move of the CHAPS into the Bank of England, and I've taken on a role as one of the independents on the RTGS CHAPS Board at the Bank of England, has brought that into the Bank of England, and looking then at the RT Renewal, the programme to renew the technology behind that. Alongside that, you've got the MPSO being created, bringing together the retail schemes, faster payments, BACS and check and credit clearing, and looking at what's needed to create a programme of work for the future in terms of the retail platforms and how they dove together with the RTGS platforms. The interesting thing is both are looking at a large-scale infrastructure renewal programme. We've had the situation where, Faster Payments has just celebrated its 10th birthday. Still, I think, leading the world in terms of 24/7 real-time payments with the volumes and values that flow through the system, but clearly ready alongside BACS and the upgrade that's just happened on check and credit clearing to create the new retail platform for the future. And it's important that alongside that, the RTGS CHAPS programme of renewal fits together. And I think the two really give the UK an excellent opportunity as they renew those platforms to create a brilliant platform for innovation in payments for the future, a real world-class platform.
So the Bank of England have just published a consultation on ISO 20022 as part of the RTGS Renewal programme. Can you please tell me more about the bank's plans?
Yes, certainly. As I said, we're embarking on a renewal programme for RTGS CHAPS. And as part of that renewal programme, we're moving across to the ISO 20022 standard for all the payments. And the same thing is happening alongside that with the retail platforms as well, with a move to what is a much more modern and data-rich standard for the future. As part of that programme, we've been very, very keen to understand and get views from all users, not just the banks, but from the end-to-end users of the payment services. So this consultation is to give us a good set of requirements so that we can understand and make sure that as we move in and finalise what will be effectively the credit standard for the UK, because we'll use it for both the MPSO platforms and for RTGS, we end up with a credit standard that is fit for purpose for the future and meets all the needs of the different customers. So very exciting times. I think we see it as a very key step in terms of the future. It will enable a lot of innovation for all types of customers. So we are very keen that we get that feedback before we finalise for the future. It is also important just to make the point that as we do that, we look at what's happening globally as well, to make sure that as we agree that UK credit payment standard in the ISO format, it has interoperability with other markets where particularly the foreign banks that operate in the UK also operate in, so that we get that standard right, not just for the banking environment, but also for the big corporates as well that operate on a multinational basis.
What happens next, and when can we expect to see change?
That's a good question. Firstly, what happens next is the consultation closes on the 18th of July. We will then be looking at the results from that consultation, It will be a while before we finalise and publish the credit transfer standard for the UK, probably early next year. But alongside that, you're going to see lots of work underway, both in the RTGS Renewal programme and also alongside that in the retail platform. We are really facing a significant amount of change in payments in the UK, and I think as the programme works its way through, what you're going to see is a staged delivery. So I think we're already seeing that with the MPSO work, with the focus on things like confirmation of payee as part of the response to credit fraud, credit transfer fraud, and I think once the final plans are set, I think you're going to see a programme over probably 5 years of change within the UK. But very exciting, because I think we'll see some real innovation coming out, and the users of the services, not just the banks, all stakeholders, will be a core part of that journey.
Very interesting. Thank you very much, Kevin.
Thank you, Josie.
And thank you for watching.